Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, December 10th, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Got a distressing memo last night from my wallet saying that continued participation in Midnight Madness is detrimental to my wealth. Well, I hope you got out and supported some local businesses last night like I did. We've got one more to go next Thursday, so make sure you get out and support local. And hopefully you were one of the lucky ones to snag a Mother's Peninsula Grill gift card. I was hiding them around town all night. All right, enough of that. We have some news to share, so let's get into it, shall we? Some really sad news out of Pasadena. Very early yesterday morning, a fire broke out in a home on Thomas Road, and the occupants called 911 saying that the house was filled with smoke and they couldn't get out. When crews arrived, they found smoke coming from the eaves and immediately made entry to rescue the two occupants. Unfortunately, they were declared deceased at the scene. They were a married couple in their 70s. The fire does appear to be accidental in nature, and these were the first two fire fatalities of the year in Anne Arundel County. The Annapolis Police are investigating an armed assault. On Wednesday, just before 6 p.m., police were called to the Newtown Drive for a fight in progress. The fight had broken up and dissipated before the police arrived, but the female who called the police said that after it broke up, an unknown male walked up to her, pulled a handgun, and pointed it at her, and fled. Police did search the area, but they came up empty-handed. A strange story out of Harwood. Yesterday morning, Southern High went on a lockdown on the word that a teen who did not attend the school was in the building with a knife. The staff searched and found him, and he didn't go to Southern, but his girlfriend did. As they were trying to detain him, he ran, but was quickly apprehended, and in the end, he was found to be carrying pepper spray, and his girlfriend, who was the student at Southern, had a concealed knife on her. Both were arrested and charged accordingly. Police say that they are unaware of and do not believe any threat was made to the school or anyone in the school. And apparently social media was going wild as well, and in the letter to parents, the assistant principal reiterated that social media is not your best source for accurate information. Governor Hogan held a press conference yesterday to essentially throw the legislature under the bus, and probably rightfully so. The day before yesterday, they voted for their crazy gerrymandered redistricting maps, and yesterday at his press conference, Governor Hogan vetoed it and also asked President Biden to add Maryland as a defendant in the Justice Department's suit on gerrymandered district and voter suppression they just filed against Texas. Hogan had worked hard to have a bipartisan non-political committee come up with the maps, which were lauded by most, but the legislature decided to do their own thing. Now, it is expected that the House and Senate will override that veto a little bit later on today. Hogan also chastised them for not supporting his crime bill aimed at making Baltimore much more safe, and on both issues, he vowed to continue the fight when the legislature returns for a normal session in January. Also at the press conference, he did say that our COVID numbers are concerning and that hospitalizations have doubled in the past 3 weeks. When asked about when the data will be updated on the website after the cyber attack, he said that he had hoped by the end of the day yesterday. As we begin to wrap, let's talk happenings around town. This one is a bit out there yet, but December 17th. Tickets are selling fast, and if you want to see the Holiday Pops by the ASO at Maryland Hall, get your tickets now. The symphony will be joined by the Sultans of String, so this is going to be a great one. AnnapolisSymphony.org is where you want to go. And we're going to be chatting with Maestro Novo on Thursday. So you want to keep an eye out for a bonus podcast just before this performance. Again, this one is on December 17th. Tickets at AnnapolisSymphony.org. A bit closer in, tonight at Maryland Hall, it's Live Arts Maryland, which is our chorale, is hosting their annual celebration of Christmas. This is always a fun family event. Saturday and Sunday, it is The Nutcracker by the Ballet Theatre of Maryland. Now, all tickets are available at marylandhall.org. And remember that Maryland Hall is owned by the schools. So for now, masks are required when you are inside. Over at the Annapolis Town Center, milk and cookies with Mrs. Claus tomorrow, in addition to sitting down and chatting with her hubby, the big guy. Mosa Boutique is also popping up again this weekend. It's a unique, personalized way to shop for the ladies. They also partner with Bella Grace Boutique and Mary Davis Makeup, and it's very cool to see businesses actually working together collaboratively and not gnashing their teeth in competition. You can get all the skinny on what's happening at the Town Center now and in the future at AnnapolisTownCenter.com. Tomorrow night is the Eastport Yacht Club's Lights Parade. It is supposed to kick off at 6 p.m., and the weather looks like it might be a little bit wet, but George will have more info on that in a bit. It is rain or shine, and only high winds or a fire at the Annapolis Yacht Club will cancel it. They do not reschedule due to all the moving parts. And if you want to get out of the rain and still see the parade, bring some non-perishable food to the Harbor Queen and step aboard. Watermark will have a cash bar, some entertainment, and a lot of fun with what they call the Queen of all food drives. Get it? Harbor Queen? Lights on the Bay over at Sandy Point is still going full steam through January 2nd to benefit the Arundel County SPCA. We do have some free tickets. Stay tuned. We'll probably give some away on Tuesday. And of course, the big event this weekend is the Army-Navy game being played at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey in the shadows of New York 20 years after we were attacked. There is a ton of stuff going on surrounding that game, and we will be bringing it all to you with a live blog on eyeonannapolis.net, updates and photos on our Facebook page, All Annapolis, and also on our Twitter feed at eyeonannapolis. We have photogs on the field, we have peeps in the box, and I suspect we're going to get rolling at about noon when the march on starts for the Corps of Cadets and the Brigade of Midshipmen. Kickoff is at 3 p.m., and you can watch it from your home on CBS. And that's it for the news and events, but here is some podcast news for you. Up tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, we have Dave Marburger from Bay Ridge Wine and Spirits with some really exciting news. And next week, Michelle Davey from Davey Dance Academy over in the Cape. As always, thank you for listening. And if you are somewhere where you can leave a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues all know to give us a follow. It really does help. I do see our numbers going up, so thank you to those that have recommended us. A quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and the Hospice of the Chesapeake. It is Friday, so I'm going to take this time just to say have a great weekend. Be nice to others. Do something fun. Shop local, and go Navy, beat Army. Other than that, we'll see you on Monday. Now hang tight. George Young from DC MDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just a bit.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services, with your Clean Energy Minute. Does your home experience power outages? Or maybe you're concerned about energy resilience in general? If so, that's another great reason to consider clean, quiet solar-powered energy with battery backup. You may have heard residential solar adoption has rapidly increased during the pandemic for multiple reasons, and many homeowners like yourself are adding battery backup and electric vehicle charging to their solar projects. And with Maryland's residential energy storage income tax credit, along with the federal tax credit for batteries when paired with solar, the economics are quite compelling, and that secure feeling is even better. So whether you're looking for clean energy, energy resilience, or overall peace of mind with solar energy, we can help. To schedule a free solar design, call us today at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net. But hurry, sunshine's a-wasting.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Advanced illness decisions aren't always easy. Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, wants you to know you do have a choice over who provides care, what type of care, and when and where your loved one receives that care. Learn more at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, December 10th. Yesterday brought one last day of below average temps to the Annapolis region, but that's about to change as temps are expected to be above average for many days to come. Look for mostly sunny highs today in the mid-50s or so. The historical average or normal daily highs on December 10th are 48 to 50 degrees, depending on your exact spot on the map, with temps jumping way up tomorrow in the 68 to 75 degree range on very gusty south-southwest winds ahead of a cold front that'll bring some PM showers and possibly even some thunderstorms tomorrow, to be followed by highs around 50 again on Sunday, with the expectation for next week to bring plenty of additional sunshine with highs in the 50s for much of the week, with 60s or 70s again possible late week into the weekend, as temps are likely to be above average each day, today through at least the 22nd or 23rd of this month. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC, MDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our relaunched website at dcmdvaweather.info. And of course, be sure to download our app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather from the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, Sean Lynch here from the team at Galway Bay to tell you about our very own Irish eggnog. This wonderful creamy drink is a handcrafted, traditional-style eggnog distilled and bottled in Ireland. It's made from an old Irish recipe with a blend of alcohol, spices and Irish cream that is completely unique and has now become an Annapolis tradition. When you visit one of our local restaurants here, either at Galway Bay in historic downtown Annapolis, Killarney House in Davidsonville, or Brian Brew in Severna Park, please mention this ad to your server or bartender to get a complimentary taste. Share this delicious concoction with friends and family for a thoughtful and unique holiday gift. Available by the bottle, case and half case at all 3 locations. Or go to our website at galwaybaymd.com for further information.
Also available at Pirates Cove Restaurant and Dock Bar in Galesville.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Because love is what moves us. This holiday season, I'm hoping to encourage you to think of things a little bit differently. Instead of focusing on buying presents, be present. Instead of wrapping gifts, wrap someone in a hug. Instead of sending gifts, send peace. Instead of seeing lights, be the light. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. If your dream for 2022 is a new place to call home, give yourself the gift of planning ahead. We are taking appointments between now and the end of January for people wanting to put their homes on the market this spring. Give us a call and take the first step in making the dream of your next home come true.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.